the flood of '93 turned out to be the flood of the history of St. Louis. I was inaugurated in April. The flood comes in July. So I'm in office less than 6 months. So they're telling me, I've got this coalition of utilities. I got the gas company, the electric company, the street department, all of the major departments. We're meeting daily at the command center, which is at Soldiers Memorial. So as the months go by, they keep telling me, hey, we're getting a little concerned here, man. It looks like this water's coming up, and it keeps just getting higher and higher. I got all these top tier people, the engineers, people from the Corps of Engineers, and then one day they come to me and say, we think you need to tell the people that they need to move. I said, oh, I thought you said, evacuate? Is that what you're saying? And they say, yeah, you got to tell them they got to evacuate. And so I go down there and I'm start talking to them. I'm down there by the River de Pere, and I'm trying to explain things to them and saying, you got to leave, you need to move out of here. And they start saying, oh, well, Mr. Bosley, Mayor Bosley, we were here when the flood of '72 was here, and it only came up this high. I said, it's going to be much higher. Oh, we're going to be okay. We're not going to leave. We're not going to leave. None of them wanted to leave. And so I went back to the command center. I said, they don't want to leave. They're not leaving. They want to stay. And the people at the command center said, Mayor, look, you have got to get them to leave. I said, well, okay. And I waited for another day. About 2 days later, they called me back to the command center and said, you got to declare a disaster. This flood is coming. It'll be here in probably 2 or 3 days. You got maybe 3 days at the most. So I prepared a proclamation, and I went over there to the site where the flood was going to hit. And I was in the process of declaring a disaster. And the white people walking around with signs saying, the only disaster here is Bosley. The only disaster here is Bosley. I said, okay, let me give you a taste of a real disaster. I said, turn off the electricity. I said, turn off that gas. Have the police go around one by one, pull them out those houses and put them out. And that's what we did. And within 2 days, that water came over that levee. 6 feet of water was in everybody's homes. Had that gas and that electricity been on, we would have had explosions and fires that of what nobody could explain. They were on TV the next day crying and telling me, we didn't know it was going to be this bad. We didn't know it was going to be this bad. They asked me, well, Mayor, do you feel vindicated? I said, no, I don't feel vindicated about cutting off people's electricity and cutting off people's gas. I said, what I feel good about is that I did the right thing and we saved lives.